it's Ali and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing two very different things in my video, and the first is that I'm actually doing a voiceover. So if before you've watched my previous videos, I didn't really do a voiceover, and this is my very first one. So please do forgive for any stutters and stammers and silences that ensue from here on out. And yeah, the second is that I am doing a very different build style from what I've done before, and I think I want to go for this kind of build in the future as well, because I enjoy this much more than what I've done before. So my previous builds have always been like those medium-sized residential lots, and right now I am doing a lot of landscaping and using all these terrain tools. And actually these ideas come to me before as well, but now I'm doing it. I'm really pushing for it, and I want to share it with you guys because I've just been so excited to do it. Okay, so let's get into the build. Here I am doing an entrance. This is like an underground, a secret entrance that will go into the valley. Valley. Not like a village valley. A village in a valley. Yeah. And here I'm just doing like the buildings that'll go inside. So I'm telling you right now, if you would want to download this from the gallery when it goes up, these two buildings on the right side, the building on the right and the building in the middle right now aren't really accessible because of some items that constricted the movement. And you'll see me placing those items later, but really they were debug items. I was really hoping that it would not constrict the movements of my Sims. Like, it's like a rule, right? That debug items are supposed to be like invisible to your Sims, that this certain item just wasn't, apparently. So yeah, my Sims can't go to those two buildings, which is such a pity because like, it's so nice to like have a village build in The Sims and like play with different families in just one lot. I don't know if you're like that, but yeah, I like doing that. And it's such a pity that I can't use it. And like, I didn't want to really remove those debug items because I was already satisfied with how the build went. Okay, I just totally brushed over it while I was talking, but I made this thing with the fountains, and it's going to be rice terraces. I actually wanted to do rice terraces for a certain traditional build from my home country, which is the Philippines, by the way, if you didn't know. I wanted to make like an ifugao house, but I just didn't have the right tools for it, or like the right pack for it. And so I just like made it here into this build. So right now I am actually doing Basegame builds, and like I want to get other packs, but it's not possible right now because my laptop is just so it's not powerful enough to hold any other like packs, or maybe limited packs. But when I use a lot of debug items, and since I am planning to like make these kinds of builds in the future, I don't think it's gonna withhold with all the packs that I'd get, So maybe when I've saved enough for a better PC or laptop, then maybe I can add more packs in my build. Okay, so in other news, like, how do you guys feel about the new kit that they that they released. It is so beautiful, you guys. It is really like one of the breakthrough build kits, build kit, item kits, whatever. It's like, it's so different from what we have now, because like what we have now doesn't really have that much patterns into like build items, but now it is so beautiful. Like I've seen a lot of builders on Twitter posting whips of their build, and the Kate or Emerald just posted her build this morning for me, you know. And it's so beautiful. Like all the items of that pack are just stunning. So yeah, maybe in the future maybe I can also get that pack. Not now though. I can only hope, I can only wish. Yeah. So here I am doing a little lake, and you can't actually access this lake because it's leveled down. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I put it down like 2 times. There, I'm doing it right now, and I got this from someone off of Twitter as well. I forget who, I really don't remember, but this is how you make a lake build, so that it doesn't look too pool-ish, you know. It looks more natural if you put it down like that, and then along with like different kinds of paint. Why am I talking about this now? You'll see it later. And yeah, right now like I'm doing the roofs. If you've seen the roofs, it kind of looks like an East Asian influenced building, and that's really what I was going for. But it's just an influence, really, not any specific country or culture. It's just the architecture that I was influenced by. And here I'm placing all the rocks. I'm actually not gonna include all the footage of this because there's just too many. I don't want to like bore you guys with all this tool manipulation. Also, if you didn't know, Tool is a mod, and it helps you manipulate different objects in the game that the game normally can't let you do, like with the normal operations of the game. So this is like more specific types of manipulation. And once you upload this in the gallery, it's not gonna be like tagged as a modded build. So yeah, so if you guys didn't know, you can download this without having the tool mod in your game. So yeah, and this is the item that makes me so mad. The moss with the rocks with the green moss is the item that doesn't allow me to put objects to like move around. It's really just annoying. So I had to delete some of them and just replace them with the ones without moss. I really thought debug items were the ones that you can just like ignore. But your sims don't, apparently, for this one. So yeah, a tip, don't use that if you want to, if you're gonna place it in a build that's in a path that's being walked around by your sims. Really don't want to use it. And here I am fixing up the rice terraces. I'm planting rice. So it's not really this messy, I guess, in real life. Like, planting rice is a very organized kind of job. So if you'd see real rice plains, they'd have these in rows, really. And I really wanted to use the fountain tool to make the rice terraces, because rice terraces really have water in them. So if you didn't know, the Philippines has this really famous rice terraces heritage area, heritage site, I mean, and it's called Banaue Rice Terraces. So if you're interested, you can go search for it. It's spelled Banaue, Banaue Rice Terraces, and it's been like in use, and it's built 2,000 years ago by the Ifugao people, and it was just like carved along the mountainside. It is so beautiful. I've never been there, but all the pictures are just like so breathtaking that I really wanted to make something like it in the Sims. So here I just really wanted to copy how it should be. So rice terraces are built along mountains or hills because, you know, mountains, when it rains, mountains are the ones that are like the shield from the rains, and like clouds do form in the mountains. So like all this moisture, all this water will go down into like the river, or like the streams going into these rice terraces. So yeah, that's a little tidbit for you guys. So that is why it's shaped like that. That's why they did it. It's so ingenious, really. And it's from 2,000 years ago. Like, how? They are so smart and so brave to actually carve something on the side of the mountains. I could never do that. I'm kind of afraid of heights. I'd like to think I'm also brave. But yeah, it's so ingenious, really. The water, they don't even have to water them themselves regularly. They don't have to go up the mountains to water them. They can just like let nature do its job. Which is so smart. Okay, so here, yeah, I'm what do you call it, detailing the lake now, and I do change the color of the tiles and the wallpaper of the pool off screen. Just I forgot to like include it on screen, so I'm sorry about that. There are some things I also do off screen, like fixing up those rocks and what do you call those, and those plants, because like it's just so tedious. Everything was just so tedious to do. I had to manipulate different kinds of things, and I don't think you guys would want to see that all the time, like me going back into these things. So yeah, I just put how I did a lot of things, but not me going back and forth to fix them. It's really tedious to kind of do these landscape builds, but it's so fun. And it's getting really hot for me right now. All my windows and doors are closed, and that's because it's kind of noisy outside. All the birds and the dogs and all the animals just outside are making a lot of noise. So I had to close all the windows and close all like the fan, the aircon to lessen the noise. So yeah, it's very hot here. It's the summer after all. Here, yeah, I'm doing the entryway, and this is like something I made up from my previous build that I built for myself. I didn't really do a video for it, but yeah, it's a picture window using 2 arches. So if you just like use one arch and raise it up, it's not gonna give that. There's like a blank space underneath it, under the window. So I had to use 2 and rotate the other one using the tool mod 180 degrees so that it would have that wooden like paneling underneath. And yeah, here's the entrance. I'm really so excited for it because it's so cool. in here. There's another debug item that I use here. I don't know if it's coming up soon, but yeah, it's a debug item that I also use as pillars for this bridge. But when I used it here, this one, when I used it here for the entryways, for the doors, it just was annoying. It's not one of those doors that debug items that you can ignore as well. So I had to delete those ones by the entrance, by the doorways, so that your sim can actually navigate through it. So yeah, the only buildings that you can enter is this little pavilion over here, and that building on the left, the brown building, and also these two entryways. So like I call them brown buildings. I call them buildings, and they're not really like buildings. And this thing here is a shrine. Again, this is only like influenced by East Asian architecture and not really any sort of culture specifically. So this shrine is not anyone's or any deities specifically. It's like a fantasy, really fantasy-ish, from my own imagination. So yeah, please do not mind, and please do not like think that it's for any kind of culture, yeah, or any kind of deity. It's really not anyone's. So yeah, I have run out of things to say. What do you say in these things? I'm really not talkative. This is the first time that I've been talking for 16 minutes now, and like I've never been as talkative as now. It is so surprising for me. Okay, here, the pillars. They don't really bother your sims if they're like underneath these the buildings, but yeah, if they're like by the entryways, they don't work. Your sims do mind them. It's so annoying. Like I was so excited to use like these pillars, and they're not the same color as the wood on the flooring, on the bridges, but like I'd like to think that it's a different kind of wood that they used. Maybe like these pillars are those things that you don't really paint, you know, so it's like withered, the color is faded, and all these flooring, they're the ones that are constantly painted. So yeah, they have different colors. So you know, I've actually gone to like a mountain before for like a school excursion. That was like years before. I'm not in school anymore, by the way. Yeah, we went to the mountains for like a school excursion to like live with people, with the village there. It's an indigenous tribes village, and it was very, very pretty there. They live very simple lives, and their houses didn't have like bathrooms, toilets. So really, nature was the bathroom. And there was this one time I had to go I had to go number one. So like I asked the parent there, or like the foster mom there I was living with, where can I do it? Where can I do the number one? And then she led me to this place. It was behind bushes, far away from everyone else, and it was the sunrise, and it was the most beautiful scenery for a bathroom I've ever had. So it was so pretty. Like, I understand now why like the rich people want to live in the mountains. It's such a beautiful, beautiful view. And yeah, I mentioned that because like these rooms, these houses don't really have bathrooms. They do have outhouses. Like I thought like after building everything, maybe I'd give them like a bathroom, or like fine. I forgot I forgot to give them a bathroom. So like yeah, this house I gave them a bathroom, and like yeah, I'm gonna make an outhouse for the other two houses. So actually the other house, the like plain white house that I built next to this house, I didn't include it in this video because like it was just getting too long, and I was furnishing them with all the same furniture. I can't talk. Furniture. Am I saying the right thing? Yeah, I was furnishing with all the same stuff. So like yeah, and I was like, no, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna include it in the video. But you're gonna see it anyway later when I make the outhouse for that building, for that house. And here they said there's like a patch note, right? Like a patch. I don't know if it's already out, but it's that you can scoot into the into the bed, like by the wall, so like two Sims can sleep here like normal people would. You know. So I don't know if that's true. Please tell me. How long is this still? Okay, I can still talk. So these houses are pretty simply furnished. They're really like how you would see other villages. I can't really clutter it up because there's not a lot of good clutter in the base game. So yeah, there are just all these crates, and yeah, and I can't really clutter it too much. So it's really very simple. All these wooden items with them, and I forgot that I didn't put windows yet. I put them in last minute. Yeah, that house, the white house, I am gonna put an outhouse there later. You are gonna see a little bit of what it looks like inside. And here is the shrine. Yeah, it's just a hand. Again, guys, no deity. Do not. No cultural reference. Just a fantasy. It's just a simple thing. You can't really go there. If you want to download this build and like take pictures in front of it, you have to teleport them there. So yeah, again, these two houses on the right side, you can't use them because you can't access them. Really sorry about that. So but yeah, if you want to use them, you're gonna download this. And if you want to use them, I don't know how to fix it. Maybe you can delete some of those rocks with the moss on them in the background and see which one is actually affecting the build. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of tests though, so I don't know if you have the time for that or the patience. So here I'm just doing more pillars. Just like it was looking kind of empty. So yeah. I don't know what else to say about this build really. It's almost complete. I don't know how much time I have left. Oh, it's still quite a substantial amount. Oh yeah, I am gonna put like those debug rocks around the rice terraces to make it look more organic and more natural. And really just a tip for like landscaping. Like I'm not a pro, but you know, I've learned how to like really decorate the landscape without making it too crowded, and that's, you know, by not putting in too much. You see there's a lot of soil in the background that you can still see, but yeah, it's like it looks actually better than, because I did like crowd it with plants and rocks before, but yeah, I didn't include it in the video, but I did crowd it and it looked really good. So yeah, just a tip. You don't really have to crowd it. Just see what you think makes it look pretty. It's up to you, really. It's all up to you. So actually, this build is slowly coming to an end. And if you like this video, or if you disliked it, give it a like or a dislike, and tell me what you think about it in the comments. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!